What's going on, YouTube? Back with another video. It's Friday, so I'm going to show you all a couple of replays and everything of the gameplay that I have been doing. I am on Yubel for this season, so you want to see something a little different. As you can see, me coming in using Yubel for this season. I've only lost twice. I can't replay these; those are too old. The only two I can actually do a replay on are these two, and I'm gonna show you the reason why I lost this one. And when I say this has to be the most unexpected draw that you could ever do, and it was just an auto loss when that's how my hand came. So I'm gonna play the replay, and I'm gonna break it down because I did not realize this at first. Like this actually had to happen to me for me to realize this. So as you can see, I opened with two spirit gates, two dark beckoning. That spirit gate pulled another dark beckoning. That dark beckoning, okay, that stopped me from pulling that last spirit gate. Now, here's the problem. I'm gonna pause this. Oh no. I'm gonna pause this. When this card is activated, add €1 Lord of Seraph Flames, Hammer Lord of Striking Thunder, or Ravel Lord of Phantasm, or one monster that mentions any one of those cards from your deck to your hand. Once per turn, I'm like, so you basically see what it does. Now, it says when this card is activated, you add that. It didn't say. I didn't feel like it said that you had to activate this. So you're about to see the BS that happens to me in just a second. Because in reality, they were playing Sky Striker. They didn't really have anything to beat me. I said that's a smooth 4,000, and I wasn't too mad because with that Magna Hut in the back row, I knew that they could not activate the Sky Striker cards because this was back here. This is why I didn't understand why they was playing Bestials in a Sky Striker deck. I said if I would have actually had a better opening, this would have hurt them. I said, but because I had this opening, I was basically screwed. I said because I would have tried to make my whole thing and been solid. Now this card right here allows you to get rid of a card, so that's always solid. I said, but this is what you're gonna see. Now I have all of my spirits, but you see I'm not placing them down. It won't let me. If I can't get anything, I can't put a spirit down. If I couldn't put a spirit down, that stopped my plays. So this is how I lost this. I lost this based off of the fact that I opened with two of the spirit. I opened with two spirit gates, and then when I did the dark beckoning and pulled the third, and I had nothing else to draw from opening another spirit gate. And because I couldn't use it, I was kind of already out of there. Because if I could have put this down, I could have tossed one of my other spirit gates in order to bring back my other card, and I would have went off into Solar Rage and linked off. And when I would have linked off, I would have linked off into IP to get rid of this card right here, to where they would have never been able to get rid of that back card. So it was basically like the fact that I opened where I ended up with all three Spirit Gates at the very beginning. It was over with. The fact that I actually lasted 6 rounds shows me that Sky Striker, yeah, you need the perfect conditions in order to make it work. And so that was smart for them to snatch that, because if they didn't snatch that then I would have went into Solar Rage then. So yeah, and that was basically my only problem. It was like I couldn't get that opening back out there. So when a lot of people sit up there and say, "Oh, opening the Spirit Gates should be at one," and stuff like that, you see, opening the Spirit Gate can be messed up if you open with too many of them. I said, now that normally doesn't happen. I said, because you see, I mostly win. Now, this was still me actually learning the Yubel deck, and that's why I ended up taking that loss. This one, I just lost to that being bad. But for the most part, on turn one, if they see the board I established, they quit. Or by turn two, I'm gonna put up enough Yubel to try to take them out. I said this was still me learning, um, and I'm gonna play this replay because this is turn two, and this shows you where I'm actually starting to establish my board. And I think they quit because they already know once the board is fully established, it's gonna be hard for them to do anything. Because see, they go first, and now I actually open with some Yubel monsters. And I wanted to get rid of this because that would have dropped having this off in the graveyard, and I don't have time for that. I said that, yeah, I don't like. Tier is probably the deck that I dislike the most. I mean, I dislike the most. Yeah, I do not like Tier at all. See, it's so much better. It's so much better when you don't open with those spirit gates in your hand. Well, only just one. I said if you open with more than one, then you kind of screwed. And taking out and limiting the spirit gates to one would kind of, I think it would nerf Yubel too much, and it'll put Snake Eye all the way back at the top. Yeah, see, they already saw where I was getting ready to go, because that was gonna allow me to put out Spirit. Spirit would have allowed me to put down Nightmare Pain. I would have linked away Shavara with Cross Sheep in order to do my yeah, well, to do my Solar Rage. So, and that would allow me to bring out um, that would allow me to bring out the other one. I would use, oh, it was already in my hand. I, yeah, I think it was already in my hand. I said I would have used that to pop the spirit. Spirit would have brought out the level 10. I think I could have brought the 11 to my hand and then summon the 11. And what I was going to really try to do, I just wanted to try to get off into uh, um, uh, IP, a Solar Rage, and then my generic Yubel Fusion. So, and with the trap down, if anything would have happened, I would have just popped the IP and let that go back to the let that go to the graveyard. This is if they would have evenly. I would have popped the IP. Well, then I would have popped the Solar Rage. Tried to leave up the IP, and everything else would have got banished. Brought back Solar Rage. So even when they tried to make their plays after the evenly, I would have still been able to do stuff. But yeah, that's it. That's it. That's a quick breakdown. I said I haven't played. I only played 2 matches today. I only played 1 match yesterday. Uh, the day before, I played 4 matches, and then two. Like I said, I haven't really been playing much because, like I said, I'm working on getting my real estate license. So I don't. I haven't been having much time to play, which is also a reason why I've been recording for Fridays as well. Uh, Now there is another deck that came out in the OCG. I'll probably make a video about that on Monday as well. It's showing new decks that'll be coming at some point. I said the Razel one that I was just talking about. I already saw where that then it did a couple of local tops in the OCG. So um, it's a new one that I saw. It has won a couple already, and it's a Cyberverse deck that banishes itself and well, no, if it's banished, it resummons themselves to do follow up plays. So unlike the other Cyberverse decks where everything goes to the graveyard, and you can pull them back from the graveyard and make all these other different plays. No, this deck works off banishing your Cyberverse monsters. So I'm gonna do that breakdown Monday and talk about that as well. But thank you all for tuning in. Until next time, I do hope that you all have the best time. I'm out. Peace.